Hello, my name's Missy. If ever you're new here, like, subscribe, share. We're going to go over all signs, personal read for the rest of this month and next month. Just in general, what's going on for each sign. It'll just be a moment. I just need to grab a pen and a paper for timestamps. All right, we're going to start off with Aquarius. And this time we're going to go in order. So starting from Aquarius. Since we are the 21st, we're still in the month of Aquarius. Hey, Anataz. So this is for Aquarius. We'll start off with that, see what that gives. So we got the Page of Swords, followed by the Hermit card, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So starting over here with the, like, in all, this overall message is that you're gaining clarity and insight through a period of introspection and withdrawal, but there's still an emotional dissatisfaction or unmet desire lingering beneath the surface. This is a moment of truth-seeking, self-reflection, and realignment of expectations. Here with the Page of Swords, this card brings new information, sharper awareness, honest conversations, a desire to understand what's really going on. It's the energy of someone observing, analyzing, or preparing to speak their truth. So definitely somebody who has taken the time to reflect upon, you took the time to reflect upon this. You're seeking truth. You're seeking deeper conversations, clarity, right? Is coming with this card. So definitely be head on strong and don't be afraid to kind of voice yourself here with the Page of Swords. With the Hermit, we have inner guidance. This has a deeper message. It means you're pulling back to reflect again. You're seeking wisdom instead of reactions. You're trusting your inner voice, or should trust your inner voice. You're stepping away from noise, drama, and confusion and going towards what's more logical, what's more mature, what's more reasonable in your life. It's a pause for clarity, not isolation for the sake of isolation. It's definitely isolation to take the time and to really go into depth in this reflection and meditation of what's going on in your life. The Nine of Cups in reverse is emotional disappointment or misalignment. Something isn't fulfilling you the way you hoped for or the way it used to. A wish didn't manifest as expected. Emotional needs are not being met. A desire for deeper satisfaction, not surface level wins. It's a sign to adjust expectations or reconnect with what truly matters. You're in a phase of mental awakening and inner truth seeking. You're seeing things more clearly than before, but the clarity is showing you where something is not actually satisfying you. You may be questioning someone's intentions, realizing a situation isn't giving you what you deserve. You might be pulling back to understand your own needs, your own wants, your own desires. You're recognizing that a wish wasn't aligned with your deeper self. The cards encourage you to trust your inner wisdom, your intuition, not the surface level story. A little bit of advice in this reading for Aquarius. Don't ignore the discomfort. Use it as information. Use it as a tool to want to discover more. Reflect before acting. Don't be impulsive. Your intuition is louder than the noise around you. Reevaluate what you're wishing for or chasing. Align your desires with your truth, not with old patterns or external expectations. So that was for Aquarius. Okay, next up we have Pisces. Hey, Angelica. Oh, thanks for the congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a little while. It keeps going up slowly but surely. And if you stick around till the end, I will be answering free questions, free mini personal reads, one question only. But for now, we're just doing these general personal reads for each sign. So Pisces. So we got the Two of Swords, the Fool card, and the Ace of Pentacles in your read for Pisces here. This is in general, like you're standing at a crossroads, okay? With these Two of Swords, right? You're standing at a crossroads where you kind of have to choose which direction you're going to go. You're being invited to take a leap of faith, to take a risk, right? With the Fool card here. And the universe is offering you a fresh, grounded opportunity on the other side of that, a fresh new beginning, a new chapter here. Only if you take this risk and this leap of faith here. This is a moment where indecision meets destiny. You have to be decided. You might have hesitation, maybe some mental conflict, right? Dwelling and kind of like going over pros and cons, or like unsure what to choose here, how to choose. You're avoiding a decision, maybe, or avoiding a direction you could be heading in. You might be protecting your heart. You're not wanting to choose the wrong path, right? You just want to choose the right path. And I understand that, Pisces. This is the pause before action, often driven by fear or uncertainty. So the longer you stay stuck at that crossroads of uncertainty and fears, you might be prolonging it. So it's good to make a clear decision, right? The Fool card tells you to trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, and to take a risk, to change your direction. There's new beginnings. This is spontaneous card too, to be spontaneous. You're stepping into the unknown, but you're choosing faith over fear. This is the universe saying you don't need all the answers to move forward. You could do that without having all the answers, okay? Ace of Pentacles here is the seed of something real, something new, a new opportunity. It's stability, maybe financial or material growth, and on long term there, not just like boom, like just for a second. This is more long term. It's a fresh start with long term potential, something solid and promising. It's the universe handing you a seed. Your job is just to plant it. That's it. And then to let it grow. You don't unplant the seed that you planted to see if it's growing, right? You let it grow. So together, these cards kind of say that you've been stuck in indecision or emotional paralysis, but a new beginning is calling you. The moment you choose to trust yourself and take the leap of faith, a real tangible opportunity opens up. This could be a new job, a new project, a new home, a new relationship, a new path that brings stability and growth, right? So don't question these new opportunities so much because you're looking for the right answers. You won't have all the answers to make the decision, but you know that this is something new for you, and you could definitely be starting this afresh and like changing the chapter and just going with it instead of holding back in fears. Stop overthinking, start moving. The universe will meet you halfway. Some advice here. Don't wait for the perfect clarity. Clarity comes after the leap. Trust your instincts, even if the path feels unfamiliar. Say yes to the new opportunities that are being offered to you. Plant the seed, nurture it, let it grow. Okay, so it looks like you do have great potential there, Pisces. And I forgot to timestamp this. Oh well. Next up, we have Aries. So for Aries, all right, Aries. Let's see 3 cards for you. So we got 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So let's take a deeper dive into this, Aries. This overall message that's being sent to you through these 3 cards, right, is that you're being asked to step back from overworking, overgiving, or forcing something in your favor, like to your liking, right? It's time to take a break. You've been putting in a lot of effort, and like the more you push, the more there's going to be delays and blockages here. You need to reclaim your clarity and boundaries and stop letting emotional overwhelming or insecurity cloud your judgment. Don't let your, right, when the heart kicks in, the head kicks out. So like, don't be impulsive with these emotions or let your emotions kind of get the best of you, right? So you need to use more of a mental approach here. This is a moment of detachment, discipline, and emotional recalibration. Right? This, just the 8 of Pentacles in reverse is saying that like there's a misalignment going on. You might be heading towards a burnout or drained energy, or like you might have a lack of motivation, feeling stuck or uninspired. You're putting efforts into something that isn't paying off, working hard, but it's not the smartest way to go about it because you're not getting the results you're looking for and they're just not coming. You're needing to reassess where your energy is going. The universe is saying stop pouring into what isn't growing with this card, okay? Like no matter the skill sets you have, it's just not working out here, and it's just getting more and more of an accumulation or more of a drainage going on. The King of Swords, right, is asking for mental clarity and boundaries. This is a card of logic, of truth, of strategy, emotional detachment, clear communication, using your mind, using that intellect, and like trying to put emotions aside and not listen to your heart as much. Well, like still listen to your heart or your gut feeling, your intuition, fine, but like the emotions that are like overwhelming you or guiding you, you need to try to detach from that and start using clear communication as well, whether it's in thought and reflection or voice and expression. It's the part of you that sees the situation without illusions. You've finally seen it clear with this card. The lead with your mind, not your exhaustion or your emotions, okay? And like be firm, be strict, be like like be don't go around but beat around the bush, or like to like make it so mysterious. You don't want to cause confusion or illusions. You want to be as clear as day, crystal clear, right? So that you're not mistaken and like you're not misunderstood. The Queen of Cups in reverse is like an emotional overload going on. You're being overwhelmed by these emotions. There might be an imbalance. We might be feeling drained or unappreciated. You're giving too much. You're giving too much, and like not enough is coming back, or not enough is paying off or being appreciated, right? Or just being noticed. It's suppressing your own needs. It's letting emotions cloud decisions. This is a sign that your heart needs a rest and recalibration. You need to rest that heart, rest the soul, because these emotions have been piling up there, Aries. So you've been overworking or overinvesting or overgiving in a situation that isn't given back. Your emotional energy is depleted, and your intuition may feel muted or overwhelmed. So the solution, right, is to detach from emotional chaos. Stop trying to fix what can't be fixed, or what's broken but or not broken, or forcing things. Make decisions based on truth, not hope. Set boundaries. Set boundaries, and like know your morals, know your values, your rules, your regulations, your expectations. Think long term, okay? This is a moment where your mind needs to lead so that your heart can heal. Some advice for you in these 3 cards. Pull your energy back from anything draining or unproductive. Stop procrastinating. Reevaluate where your time, love, and effort are going. Is it useful? Does it serve you? Is it something that's going to pay off in the long run? Use logic and clarity to guide your next steps. Don't make decisions from emotional exhaustion. Refill your own cup before pouring it into anyone else's. So make sure that you're well balanced and taking care of yourself, okay, Aries? Next up, we have Taurus. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Mango people. I'm able to, at the end of the signs, I did 3 signs, so we still got 9 more signs to go, and then I'll be taking in personal reads. But this is kind of like getting personal for each sign here. Right, so for Taurus, what do we have for Taurus here? Okay, so we have 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and maybe 2 is significant for some of you out there who like numerology and whatnot. And then we have the Magician card in reverse for you, Taurus. So here, there's definitely a genuine bond here. Like there's definitely clarity, intuition going on, cohesive interpretation. There is a trio that is very specific and energetic story here, okay? Connection, right? Connection, union, mutual energy, love that is mutual, where with the 2 of Cups. So mutual attraction might be going on. There might be an exchange of emotions, a deeper connection on a soulful level, partnership or reconciliation as well. 2 people wanting to meet in the middle. So compromises, negotiations, like understanding one another, feeling content and feeling emotionally satisfied and fulfilled is what I'm picking up on. So for relationships, this is a really good sign. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse, though, saying that there's an imbalance that's overwhelming you. Maybe someone is overwhelming you. I don't know if it's this person that you're getting along with so well, or that you're reconciling with, or in a relationship with, or have an attraction to. The priorities, you've seen that priorities are off, or your priorities are off. They're inconsistent and affecting the relationship, or it's them that's inconsistent and affecting the relationship. Something isn't being managed well. But if something's not being managed well, it's important to take the decision, because this is a blockage in decision making as well. So it's important that if there's a blockage here, or like something is out of balance and you kind of know and it's overwhelming you, it's important to take the decision to voice yourself and express that, okay? This is a card and energy of I care, but I can't juggle everything right now. This can be emotional inconsistency, mixed signals, or someone feeling stretched too thin. Okay, so someone feels like maybe there's burdening, or like is too much to handle right now and needs a little pause, or needs a step back, or needs help with handling things. The Magician in reverse is block manifestation, so make sure that like you're focused on what you're manifesting, and try to clarify that, try to focus in a better, positive, optimistic direction. This is also miscommunication and self-doubt. Someone's not using their full power. They fear of taking initiative, so fear to be a leader, right? There's unclear intentions, or like not sure about the other's intention. There's communication issues going on, feeling unable to make things happen. So like feeling stuck, feeling like you're not enough. But you have like a wonderful shot here at reconciliation, or a wonderful shot at like this attraction and this relationship to kind of make it better. So like I feel like there's a lot of inner talk, right? That inner voice of self-doubt and worry that's kind of like emerging here. So like be more clear and expressive with this other person. They can meet you halfway, right? That's what it was saying about here, meeting someone halfway, being able to compromise, being able to understand your point of view. But if you're not putting your point of view across, well, then it's harder to understand at that point. This is the energy of I want this, but I don't know how to show up properly. So maybe a lack of confidence or insecurity is going on here. There's a real connection here, but the flow is disrupted by imbalance, inconsistency, someone feeling overwhelmed, someone doubting their ability to make this work or make this happen. Um, like the magician card in reverse suggests that the connection isn't manifesting fully because someone isn't communicating clearly or someone is afraid to take action. Someone doesn't feel in control of the situation or maybe sabotaging the connection unintentionally. This is a bond with potential, but the energy is blocked. It's not lost, it's just blocked. So a little bit of advice here for you, Taurus: being clear in your communication, okay? Don't overextend yourself to compensate for someone else's imbalance. Stick to your own balance. Your own actions speak louder than words. And then potential. Ground the connection in something practical and consistent. Release any illusions or wishful thinking. Focus on what's really happening and go with that. The connection is real, but the execution is messy. Balance and clarity are needed before it can move forward. So don't doubt your connection. It is real. It is happening, and it could be very much better maybe, but there's potential here. It's just a way of how you're managing it and how you're going about it. Next up we have Gemini. No, I can't DM you when I'm free, sorry. I don't know how to do that. And like, just check in. All right, so Gemini. For Gemini here. So Gemini. So we got Four of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and Two of Swords in reverse. So a lot of reversals here, a lot of blockages, but there's still potential here. There's just an instability or a disconnection, especially with the Four of Wands in reverse. There might be a lack of harmony, synchronicity. You might feel unwelcome or unsupported in your surroundings or by someone that you cherish or appreciate. Maybe a relationship or a situation is not reaching its celebration stage or feeling at its full potential, or like there's a disconnection here going on. There's delays in commitment, reunion, progress. Feels like there's blockages. This should feel like stable, but it doesn't. And it might be draining your energy, okay? Gemini. So it feels like there might be something wrong in the relationship or a relationship that you want to happen. Things are not happening right now. This too, there's lack of effort, there's stagnation. Someone is not putting in consistent effort and they're delaying, they're causing obstacles. And like this has been maybe going on for a little while now for it to be at the Pentacles. Progress has stalled. Routine has become avoidant, right? Avoiding routine, avoiding seeing each other or seeing you, or maybe you're avoiding the other person. Someone is moving too slowly or not at all. It's the bare minimum or no movement going on right now. Together with the Four of Wands in reverse, this suggests connection or situation that isn't being nurtured, maintained, or prioritized. It's not being taken seriously here, this relationship or this bond. And then with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's the truth that could be revealed, but once a decision is made. As long as a decision is not made, you're not seeing the full truth or the full clarity here. Like this is the card that asks no more denial, no more backing down. A decision is being avoided that is unavoidable, that should not be avoided. It's being procrastinated when it should be prioritized. This is clarity after confusion, but only once the decision is being made and action is being taken. Together, these cards have potential for stability or union. It's very possible, but it has become stagnant due to lack of effort, inconsistency, or avoidance. You may have been waiting, hoping, or trying to keep the peace, but the energy wasn't being matched. Okay. Um, you are going to finally see the truth for what it is. You're going to realize someone isn't showing up and someone is not putting in the right efforts, even if they say they are, or like, oh, wait for me, it's a matter of time. They're just putting things off, they're delaying things. Okay. This is an imbalance going on. Making a decision that's been being put off needs to be done. It's clarity after a long period of emotional and mental limbo. Advice here: don't ignore the instability, name it for what it is. Stop waiting for someone who isn't moving or isn't showing up. Make the decision that restores your peace. Choose clarity over potential. Redirect your energy towards what or who actually shows up and is there for you and supports you and actually matters. Okay. See the truth now, don't unsee it. Hey, Aaron, that was just Gemini. Thanks, Mango. You have a beautiful hand. All right, next up we have Cancer. Just wait, I just have to also put my Facebook on this other device. Okay, I can't read that right now. Okay, so let me just timestamp this. 26:40. Okay, for Cancer. All right, Cancer. We have Ace of Wands, Sun card in reverse, and Seven of Swords in reverse. Honey. So it's very revealing energy about new beginnings, block joy, and truth coming to light. With the Ace of Wands, you got a new beginning here, a spark, right? Like inspiration, passion, desire. There's motivation, a fresh new start. This is the go green, like the green light card to go for it, right? There could be a lot of creativity going on, romantic involvement, attraction, magnetism. Um, this is like the universe handing you fire, momentum, desire, and possibility to see, like, for you to go after, chase opportunities here. Like these are open doors, right? And like a lot of yes here for like what you're aiming for. What you have to watch out though, there's that the Sun card in reverse, right? There's delayed happiness or temporary doubt. You might be feeling unsure, but don't go with just feeling unsure. Like you just got to go with it. Know your opportunities, know your direction. You might get discouraged in certain directions, in certain areas or answers, but like you are on the right path. You might not be seeing your full potential yet. You might have self doubt that's clouding something positive. Okay. So this self doubt, this negative talk, it's causing barriers, obstacles. Okay. Cancer. Joy is being blocked by fear or circumstances. It's like the sun is still there, but clouds are in the way. Okay, because it's in reverse, right? But like it's a cloudy day. It's not a rainy day or a thunderstorm here we're talking about. The Seven of Swords in reverse means that the truth will be revealed and is coming clean. Someone's going to be honest, or maybe you're going to be more honest. Confession, clarity, someone dropping the mask and finally revealing themselves. Hidden motives are being exposed. True intentions are being exposed as well. Self-deception is ending. This is the truth coming out, either from you or someone else or both. Together, right? This is seeing that a new beginning or spark is about to present itself, but your joy and confidence around it is dimmed by doubt, fear, and unclear circumstances, which is causing blockages. The breakthrough comes when the truth is revealed or acknowledged. Someone might be admitting how they feel. You might be admitting the truth to yourself. Clarity about someone's intentions. A misunderstanding is being cleared out or is being resolved. hidden emotions or motives are coming to light and are finally being noticed and focused upon. Once the truth is out, the clouds around the sun will begin to lift. The spark is real, the doubt is temporary. The truth will clear the path. Advice: don't let temporary discouragement make you doubt the blessing. Okay, the blessing that's there, the opportunities, the yes, right? And be honest with yourself and others. Let the truth dissolve confusion. The truth is trust is the spark, even if the path isn't fully illuminated yet. Clarity is coming. Stay open to it, and be objective about it. Okay, because sometimes it's not always truth and honesty. That's gonna. It's not always truth and honesty that's gonna make your day, right? It's gonna help along the way, but like it said, there's discouragement too. So like there's good times, there's discouragement, but the sun is still there to shine for you. That was for Cancer. Now we're going for Leo. All right, Leo. Oh, there we go. There's 2 cards already, Leo. Honey. So we got 5 of Pentacles, the World card, and Page of Wands in reverse. And I'm just going to take a little moment to grab something to drink, so bear with me. It's not too far. All right, Leo. Five of Pentacles. You might feel like left out, unsupported, or drained, or maybe you feel like you need someone to kind of lean on, but like you don't know who to lean on these days. You don't know who to trust. You might feel emotionally or energetically abandoned, feeling alone in something or on your own. There's a lack of support from someone you expected more from, somebody that like you trusted, or somebody that you had a connection with and like counted on them to be there for you. Feels like they're kind of like leaving you behind, or you're feeling left out. There's a sense of like you're doing so much on your own, and there's only so much that you can do on your own, and there's only so much you can take. Sorry, just a moment. This is the moment where you feel the cold of a situation that isn't given back. So like feels like you've been doing your best, but whoever that like can support you along the way, right? Here, whoops. Whoever could support you along the way, well, it feels like they're kind of like leaving you behind, and like you kind of need them or want them to be there. It'd be easier, right? But it's hard to ask sometimes. The World card is completion, graduation, and closure. A cycle is ending. So maybe this cycle of feeling alone and abandoned is just a lesson that you're going to master. And it's a new cycle. And it's a cycle ending for a new phase to begin. You're stepping into a new phase. You're going to have closure. You're going to have completion. And it's going to liberate you, leveling you up spiritually and emotionally. Like this chapter is almost over. It's almost done, Leo. You've learned what you needed to learn. Like there was a lot of hardships, and it wasn't pointless, okay? It was the final test before a major shift. Here with the Page of Wands in reverse, you might have hesitation, self-doubt now, delayed actions, not sure how to move forward. You might be lacking some confidence, feeling unprepared, feeling unappreciated. There might be a creative or emotional block, second guessing your next move, and like over guessing, maybe causing scenario, like creating scenarios to try to figure out where things are heading, because it's been so hard so far, and like you've been on your own to do this. So like you don't want to go further and further down that hole, but I'm telling you, you're heading towards a major shift. Cycles are coming. You're going to feel more complete. You're going to feel more grounded, more balanced, more confident, right? You're going to have better answers here. Like this is the energy of wanting to move forward, but feeling unsure or timid. So like you want to move forward, but you're not taking those steps. You're kind of like stepping back or just standing still, which is not helping you along the way. You've been through a period of feeling unsupported, abandoned, or energetically drained. But the struggle is actually at the end of the cycle. It's not beginning of one. You're stepping into a new chapter, but the Page of Wands in reverse, This gives you, it shows that you are hesitating, you have fear or lack of confidence about taking the next step. So like you become the blockage if you keep doing this way. The world card is your strongest card here. It overrides that fear. It tells you that the cycle is complete. It tells you that ready or not, like things are going to get better. So like you need to open your eyes more and like notice these signs and see that it's getting better and not be afraid of these changes. There's a little bit of advice here. Don't let the passive abandonment shape your next chapter or who you are or where you're heading. Trust in the cycle, that it's truly over and a new one is beginning. You're not going back to that old energy, right? Of feeling lonely here and out in the cold. Take small steps, even if you don't feel fully confident or feel fully ready. You need to take that leap of faith. Don't let fear of the unknown block your new beginning. You're more ready than you think. You've closed a major chapter. Don't let fear stop you from stepping into the new one, okay? That was for Leo. Right, next up we have Virgo. Right, Virgo. For Virgo. So we got the Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Six of Swords in reverse for Virgo. Okay. So this is maybe you're feeling very grounded and wanting a new beginning, but you might be being held back by something unresolved. So something needs to come to your attention here and be resolved and take action, okay? So here, the Ten of Wands is saying that you might be afraid of losing out on something. You might be afraid of taking action because you might feel like it's all going to crumble, or like you don't want things to be pinpointed towards you or blamed about something. There's some fears and insecurities because like you've built up walls. You've built up like you've come so far. You come so far and you don't want to tumble this down. You don't want to mess this up. And I get that, but putting a lot of energy into this, okay? And like you're heading towards a lot of stability. You have a lot of maturity and a lot of commitment. Okay. This is groundness. This is long-term thinking. This is enjoying the little things in life as well as the big things in life. Like really opening your eyes up to what you have. Okay. Someone who wants to build something for real and have something real. No more illusions, no more confusion, no more delusions. You could be stepping into a more mature and secure version of yourself, or it can represent someone who is steady, dependable, and serious. Okay. So, like, if you're doubting someone and questioning, like, are they committed? Like, yes, they are. They're very serious. This is a new beginning with real potential, not just passion and stability. The Six of Swords is that you're having difficulty moving on from something. You're heading, and this difficulty moving on is kind of sending you down the wrong path. But this is transitioning, okay? And the more you see it in a positive way, and a grounded way, a reasonable, logical way, you're going to get towards the better path, the right path that you need to be on. You have resistance to change here, or somebody else is resisting to change. Being pulled back into old patterns that you want to avoid. You do not want to go back to old patterns. You want these new patterns. Unfinished emotional business that you might need closure. You might be having trouble to leave behind the past, or feeling stuck between two phases. This energy is wanting to move forward, but something keeps tugging you backwards. So, like, something stable and grounded and long term is heading your way. You are on a path that you're struggling to fully move from. It's about mindset and emotional wound, okay? It could look like you're wanting to a fresh start, but still carrying old fears. Someone wanting to step up, but feeling stuck. A connection with potential, but past baggage is interfering. Um, the energy can stabilize the situation if the past is released. Don't let old wounds, for a little bit of advice, don't let old wounds block a new beginning. Ground your passion in practical steps. Release what's pulling you backwards mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, physically. You need to go through a release here so you can transition properly. Trust in the stability you're building. Don't sabotage it with old fears, and don't let others sabotage it either. Move forward in this transition, even if it feels uncomfortable. A solid new beginning is here, but you must stop revisiting the past to fully claim it, okay? That was for Virgo. Next up, we have Libra. All right, Libra. For Libra. At the end of the stream, you can post your question. All right, so Libra, 3 cards here. So we got the Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and Ace of Swords in reverse. Sorry, honey. Okay, so for this reading, it's a very strong theme of blocked clarity, blocked opportunity, and emotional reactivity. So there's a lot of blockages here, okay? That's why they're all in reverse. A lot of blockage in communication. Here there's maybe miscommunication. If it's not blocked communication, it's miscommunication and misunderstandings here, Libra. Difficulty seeing things objectively, maybe. Because of all these blockages and these misunderstandings. You might be reacting from hurt rather than truth. So like the emotions are getting overwhelming and kind of taking up place, maybe being impulsive, overthinking or assuming the worst, imagining that things are just crashing down and making scenarios. Communication is becoming sharp, cold, or defensive, or not there at all. Maybe even feeling ghosted almost, or not listened to, like it's going in one ear and out the other. There's boundaries turning into walls here. This is the energy of someone who feels wounded and protecting themselves by shutting down or lashing out. So you got to be careful. If it's you, right, you have to take a step back and like reflect or breathe, right, and like get a grip of these emotions. If it's somebody else, you might have to give them time and space because like their emotions are out of control here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse means there might be a missed opportunity or a delayed opportunity. There might be a lack of stability. So there's instability going on, imbalances going on. Something is not getting off the ground and is not pushing forward. Like all the seeds that you've been planting, it's not growing. Like efforts are being unnoticed or just like not following through. Emotional opportunities are slipping away. This could grow, but not in the current energy, right? So like what you are planning or trying to make grow, like it's possible, but this energy has to change around you, whether it's your energy, someone else's energy, or both. Like it really needs to change if you want to make this possible. The Ace of Swords in reverse means there's confusion, a lack of clarity, and once again, more blocked or misunderstood communication going on. Unclear intentions, maybe arguments. There's a lack of honesty with self or with others. There's difficulty expressing the truth, and there's a lot of mixed signals. So a lot of confusion is going on in your situation, Libra. Like, feels like either you're not on the same page as others or others are not on the same page as you, and it's causing these delays. There's a situation where communication, clarity, and stability are all blocked at the same time. Someone may be acting from hurt or defensiveness, which is causing a potential opportunity to stall or slip away. On top of that, the truth isn't being spoken clearly, and someone is avoiding a necessary conversation. This could be someone shutting down emotionally, someone assuming instead of asking. It could be a connection or opportunity that's not grounded because of miscommunication and misunderstandings. There's fear and insecurities blocking the progress. Both sides are misunderstanding each other, and it's escalating out of control. There's an accumulation going on here, and nothing can move forward until there's clarity and honesty in return. So a little bit of advice: don't make decisions from hurt or defensiveness. Slow down a little bit before reacting. Like get clear mind first. Reopen communication gently and honestly. Rephrase the question or repeat, right, to make sure that you understood, kind of thing. Reevaluate the opportunity. Is it truly lost, or is it just delayed, right? Are you running after something that doesn't exist anymore, or is it still there but it's just stalling? The block isn't faith either way. It's communication, clarity, and emotional reactivity. Fix those and the path opens up again. And there's definitely potential here. Okay, next up we have Scorpio. So before I take personal reads, I have Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn to go through, okay? Capricorn, I'm just going to write it down here. Okay, Scorpio. So for Scorpio. So for Scorpio, we have the Star card. 10 of Swords in reverse. And finally, 5 of Pentacles. So together, this combination, it's a powerful healing art. It goes from hope to recovery to releasing abandonment wounds, okay? The Star card, which is a great communications card, which is great for feeling in the spotlight, in the light, right? Spiritual recalibration, hope, renewal. This is like renewed faith, emotional, spiritual healing for some of you. Some of you, it might be clarity returning, like you're finally getting the answers, or like just figuring out the answers all of a sudden. You're feeling guided or protected, reconnecting with your purpose here. You're not done, you're being restored, okay? There's definitely room for a lot to grow and like to be hopeful, to something to look forward to. The 10 of Swords in reverse means you're going through recovery, rising after the pain, healing, right? From betrayal or burnout, or from somebody who's done you wrong. You're slowly getting back up and slowly going into inclination here, releasing the worst of a situation, refusing to stay down, regaining that confidence, regaining that fight in you, that spark, that energy, that light. And this is regeneration after a painful ending. So like you've been through the worst, you've been going through a bad time here, but you're definitely going to be able to breathe again and be able to move on into deep healing and not just a surface level, okay? You might have felt left out or unsupported, afraid of loss. You might have abandonment wounds, or like wounds from somebody who's treated you unfairly. You might fear being alone now. You might be shut out by somebody, but you're carrying old pain into the present, okay? You don't want to be left behind again, and that's normal. That's normal, but you're going through healing. So like make sure that you don't leave yourself behind as well, okay? So here, the healing that you're going through, you're recovering from something that once felt like rock bottom, and you're probably there, and now you're recovering, you're slowly getting back up, you're climbing up the ladder. It might be because of abandonment, rejection, or something did not go your way here. It's like your soul is healing, but your nervous system is still bracing for impact. Trust again and still fear loss. Wait, open up and feel vulnerable, but step into hope and still carry old wounds. Acknowledge your wounds. You're healing from a painful ending, but not believing you're safe yet. So you need to believe that you're safe, okay? And that you're healing. It takes time to heal. You don't heal overnight. Cuts don't become scars overnight. It takes time. There's a time process. So the advice here is to take the time, let yourself believe in the new chapter that's forming and that's coming your way. Don't let old abandonment wounds define your future. You're rising. So don't judge yourself and be so hard on yourself. Be tender, be sweet, be soft. Accept support if you have support around you. Trust the healing process. You're further along than you think. You've been healing beautifully. Don't let old fears convince you that you're still in the cold, okay? So that was for Scorpio. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Right, Sagittarius. I'm almost free. There's 2 signs left to go. So we have Sagittarius and then Capricorn. But right now we're on Sagittarius. So we got 10 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Cups. 10 might be relevant for some of you out there for numerology. 10 or the number 1 if you don't like the 10 and you want to stick to basic numerology. But 10 or number 1 could definitely be of significance to you. So these 3 cards. These 3 cards for Sagittarius means release, emotional fulfillment, and steady progress. Okay? So 10 of Wands, you're letting go of burdens, or you should let go of burdens. Release that stress. Drop responsibilities that aren't yours. Stop taking on extra projects there, Sagittarius, or like people's problems or people's blame and like making them your own problem that you need to find solutions for. You need to simplify your life a little bit more, especially if these problems or these situations, these responsibilities are not your own. It's time to let others take their life into their hands and that you simplify your life. Refuse to overextend yourself. It's the moment where you finally put the heavy load down. Like, you don't need to carry this heavy load on your own, and you don't need to do it for others. So like, if it's your own, fine, but you still need to take a load off. Okay, you're being overwhelmed here. 10 of Cups, like emotional fulfillment, harmony and happiness is on their way. You're going through an emotional alignment. You might have a deep connection in family and love relationships. It's a sense of this feels right. And if you get that sense that this feels right, trust your gut and your intuition. This is long-term happiness. It's the ultimate emotional blessing, the happy ending card, or the happily ever after, right? That fairy tale come true kind of thing. Like with the 10 of Wands, this is saying when you stop carrying what isn't yours, you make space for real happiness. For the Knight of Pentacles, there's steadiness, there's loyalty and consistent energy. There's reliability, like you're very reliable, and like you might be slow sometimes, but it's a steady progress. And like some things you cannot speed up, and like to have the patience, be committed. Someone is showing up consistently in your surroundings. Notice that. Or maybe you're showing up consistently in someone's surroundings. You're very consistent, you're very loyal, building something real over time. Like this is the opposite of chaos. It's grounded, patient, and dependable, reliable. You're releasing burden, stress, or emotional weight that has been holding you back. As you do move into a phase of emotional fulfillment and harmony and deeper connection, the happiness is not fleeting. It's staying there, and it's yours to take, and it's yours to embrace. It's being built slowly, steady, and with real commitment. This could be that letting go of past baggage so a relationship can flourish. Let's say dropping unrealistic expectations and finding true emotional peace. Some stepping up with consistent effort, a connection becoming more stable and more grounded, more and more promising. There's more movement towards long-term happiness at a steady pace. And moving forward too. You're not moving backwards. This is slow and steady leads to real joy. Advice here: release what drains you and keep what fills you up. Don't rush the process. Be patient. Slow progress is still progress. You're heading towards success. Trust the person or situation that shows consistency, not intensity. Let emotional fulfillment unfold naturally. Build your happiness step by step. It's leading somewhere real. You're entering a happier chapter, one that's grounded, steady, and emotionally fulfilling because you finally put the heavy load down. Okay, last but not least, we have Capricorn. 54. Right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, so we got 8 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Page of Cups. So together, these 3 cards mean specific energy, like about the efforts, delays, and emotional openness. Okay, so if we go for the 8 of Pentacles, there's a focus and effort and skill building. You're working hard on something and putting all the efforts you have in it. You're very consistent. You're improving your craftsmanship. You're improving the way you go about it. You're improving communication skill. Anything that you can improve, you've been improving, okay? You're trying to make something work really hard here. You're very dedicated and committed. Like, you're showing up and doing the work and nobody's doing it for you. You're putting in all the efforts and time that you have. You're very patient. But like, just remember, okay, there are delays here with the Wheel of Fortune. You might be feeling stuck sometimes because things aren't moving as fast as you want or moving at all. It feels like the timing is off, that circumstances are slowing down at a slow pace, a slow progress. You might feel like you're spinning, your wheels are spinning out of control, and there's temporary setbacks. It's not a no, but it's not a yes. There's a blockage, okay? There's a delay. The universe is recalibrating something behind the scenes so that these cycles change for you. With the Page of Cup, there might be emotional curiosity, softness, and new feelings. So there is a message of gesture from the heart and emotional openness, creativity in this card, intuition, a sweet, gentle beginning. Okay. So like, be curious, want to explore more. And like, I know these delays or like these blockages are getting to you. You want things to go faster, but like, while they're stopping and slowing down, take the time to enjoy your surroundings. Understand what does like fulfill you emotionally and is making you emotionally happy and content here. Okay. Because this is something someone who wants to express or reconnect maybe as well. So you've been putting in effort, but things haven't been moving the way you want them to or hoped for. Despite the delays or setbacks, there's emotional openness and heartfelt messages are coming in or needed, but they might be coming in. So like, work on yourself or a connection but do not feel stuck. You want progress, but the timing isn't aligning, okay? Someone wanting to reach out emotionally, but is hesitating. So I don't know if that's you. Do not hesitate. Reach out if you need to reach out. You might feel vulnerable, but don't force it, okay? Progress is happening intentionally before it shows externally. So it's on the way. You're going through a breakthrough. This is an emotional shift, and it's going to get things moving again. Some advice, Capricorn. Keep doing the inner or outer work, but don't force timing. Don't force anything. Let things unfold naturally. The delay is temporary. Stay open to emotional communication or intuitive nudges. Approach the situation with softness, not pressure. A small emotional gesture may unlock the stuck energy. You're doing the work. The delay isn't a denial. Stay open. A heartfelt shift is coming. So remain hopeful, faithful, loyal, true. Things are definitely coming and heading towards you. And that was for Capricorn. Hey, Trinity. So yeah, I will answer questions now. So I see the Trinity, you wrote your question. Any messages for me from the fairies? Okay, so I'm picking up here that things are at a slow pace. It might be burning your energy, or you might be getting impatient. There's delays. Like, it feels like you should have more opportunities at your reach here, or things should be in movement, but like, there's been a stall. Like, there's something unfair happening in your life here. There's something that's unfair in your situation that maybe not that you're allowing it to happen, but you're kind of accepting, let's say, that it's happening, and like, what can I do about it, right? Like, it happens, or like, or maybe there's someone in question and like you don't want to upset them, but you're afraid to voice yourself because like fairies are saying to take more action and to take the reins in your hands, take more control in situations that you can take control of, because there are certain situations that you're in or people that are surrounding you that are really unfair with you. They're not being honest. They're being hurtful. They're kind of taking you for granted here. So like it's time to emotionally balance yourself and start wondering like what serves you, and like to head in directions that are more promising for you, that like shed better light upon the situations or on your path here, because it feels like you can be in a better direction and surrounded in better situations by better people, because certain ones are like just they're like eating the wool off your back, right? They're draining your energy, they're draining you emotionally. This might have been going on for a while now, that you've been in this situation or around these type of people. So it's time to really to notice what could be in your control. And like sometimes we don't want to let a situation go or let a person go, but like sometimes we need to realize that it's best to let that go, right? And like so that new doors can open up, new chapters can open up, and you can finally get to the situations and people that you deserve. Let's see for bottom of the deck energy. Page of Pentacles. So to be more curious about your passion, your hobbies, your creativity, your creative energy, um, to be committed to that, right? And to commit yourself to yourself, and to lift yourself up more, and like not to be so hard on yourself or put pressure on yourself, to realize that like you're worthy of many things, and like there's many opportunities if you were to open up your perspective more, be more curious. There's a lot of opportunities that are waiting for you to kind of like grasp, and like to dedicate yourself to and commit yourself to. So that was for Trinity. Anybody who has a question, you could post your question. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, share. And if you're looking for these almost personal reads on your zodiac or astrology sign, it's since the beginning of the video, I started from Aquarius and I went in order till Capricorn. You're welcome. Okay, Angelica, is there new love coming towards you this coming March? So is there new love heading towards Angelica for March? Well, let's go with this. I'm picking up there's a possibility for new love, to be curious and to like be open to this new type of love, but like this new type of love comes with um they might come off as rude at the start, or like maybe not as interested, or like sharp tongue, right? And like maybe challenging you a little bit too, right? With the Knight of Swords. It's different from what you've been through, this new love, but you have to let go of old love, right? The Death card is letting go of what needs to come to an end so that new beginnings can begin. If you're stuck on the past, or like stuck on an ex, or on somebody that like isn't worth your time, you got to kind of get them out of the picture so that new love could like come in, or like that you could focus on this new love, because feels like you haven't had closure from the past yet, and you're scared of taking a chance or a risk, right? You need to take a risk here, and to reset your standards, your expectations, and not compare the next person to the last person, because then you're kind of like dragging that along with you, and that could cause arguments or disruptions, or it could like get new love like uninterested in a way. So like it's time to like reset yourself and like be ready for new love, and to with open arms and objectiveness, and like to explore this new way of thinking that'll help open you up spiritually. But you have to take a risk, right? You have to like take a leap of faith. Like you might think that like, oh, this is not working out, but like you got to give it time, right? It's not love at first sight here. It's not Cupid on a Cupid spree and like got you with the darts and arrows. It's really, it'll take time and multiple interactions and encounterments with this person before like even recognizing that it's love. You might not even see it as love at the beginning. So like it's going to take time, but like you definitely have to go through transformation here when it comes to love, a different way of seeing love and a different way of being loved. Did anybody else have a question? Thank you. You too. Enjoy your night. So anybody who has a personal question, go ahead and post it. For the readings, you have to go through the video. I'm only going to put the timestamps at the end of the stream. Okay, so if there's no more questions, we'll leave it at that for now. So go to the beginning of the stream. I started with Aquarius and went in order to Capricorn. And any suggestions on next reads, what you would like to have as a subject, you could always post it in the comments when I'm done the video. It'd be much appreciated. It would help me out. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. You're well loved, blessed, and appreciated on this channel. And bye for now.